Welcome to NXL360. We just witnessed Bafana Bafana qualifying to the last 16 of the Africa Cup of Nations 2025, which is a very good thing. As we know, Bafana Bafana last year reached the semi-final of the Africa Cup of Nations. How far can they go in this tournament? I don't know. Can they win the tournament? No. Can they go to the semi-final like they did last year? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. I've not been impressed with Bafana Bafana, how they've been playing. From the first game against Angola, I honestly thought in the first half, maybe Angola were slightly better than South Africa, but second half, Bafana Bafana, they created more chances, and then Lalafosa scored the winning goal. Then again, against Egypt, Bafana lost that game. We know first half, Egypt played very well, and it ended up getting a penalty that was considered by Kudisom Tau, where he faulted Mohamed Salah. And the coach was saying it was not a penalty. That was the penalty, guys. You don't touch people in the eye and expect a ref will just look away. That was a penalty. I mean, in the second half, Bafana Bafana obviously tried their best because Egypt were -1 man, but it didn't help. It all came in vain. Now we're seeing Bafana Bafana struggling to beat Zimbabwe. Yes, Bafana Bafana scored a winning goal, which was a penalty scored by Oswin Appollis. We can't forget that Bafana Bafana conceded 2 goals, and I'm not alone, guys. To dissect this match, I've got Coach Albert Muela, obviously from here in South Africa, in Polokwane, but is based in Dublin Island. Welcome, Coach, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Nadine. Now, we've seen the game today, Bafana Bafana game today. I just want to say what I think about it quickly. As far as I'm concerned, or the way I look at a game today, I think we were very lucky today. If you ask me, to be honest with you, we're very lucky. At one stage, I thought Zimbabwe was going to, when it's 2-2, I thought Zimbabwe was going to win the game. So I think this shows that this is the level that where we are. I think when you look at the performance in the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes was very good. I think we played very good from the back, to be honest with you. But when we through the middle, but when we go up front, we have absolutely nothing. We have no players up front. When you look at the Foster, and we look at Appollis did the best. He did his best, to be honest with you. But I still think they're not good. We're not good enough, to be honest with you. You know, on the right we have our problem when we play on the right. I still believe that the combination at the back, the combination of Ngezana and Mbokazi, it looks shaky. Yes, I do agree with you. It looks very shaky. That proves that Mbokazi is not the world-class player people are saying already. So he still has a lot to learn. Like today, when you look at that the goal conceded, yeah, you look at the way he went all and slide tackle. We always tell the players, don't slide tackle. Stay on your feet to avoid something like that to happen. It could easily consider a penalty if the guy didn't go around him. It could easily. So you're always we always tell the players to stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. That's the most important part, because then you have a control of your body. You can twist and turn, and you can even your body shape, the way you're going to tackle the player is very, very important. But a lot of people, they think it's nothing. It's very, very important that you stay your body shape, you stay square, and you send the defender or the attacker in the right direction where you want him. So that was another learning session for Zimbabwe. So from Mbokazi, sorry, today. But I think it was not that that smart thing to do. But in terms of the Ngezana look slow, look nervous. Yes, I don't know why. Maybe you guys, you know why. But he looks a little bit nervous.
No, as you said, coach, is still learning. I agree with you 100%. Mbokazi, I think here in South Africa, Mbokazi, we praise him so much because he came in at Orlando Pirates. He did so well. Remember, Orlando Pirates, coach, is a team that last won the South African Premier Soccer League in more than 13 years ago. People forget that. They act as if Mbokazi has been a top defender in a team like Mamelodi Sundowns that has been winning titles or even reaching the CAF Champions League titles. Also, that sliding also didn't help him. I agree with you. It could have cost the penalty. I want to know from you, coach, if Bafana Bafana were to do well, because how to improve the defense going forward. Now we're happy that, okay, obviously Bafana Bafana in the last 16. But look, starting with the defense, coach, what is it that we need to improve? Then we'll go to the midfielders and the strikers.
Okay. When you say going forward in this tournament?
In this tournament, coach, yes.
Oh, no, not in future, or just in this tournament. I don't know.
This tournament, because where I'm coming from, coach, is that in the next match, South Africa will face the runners-up of Group F, which could be Ivory Coast, Cameroon, or Mozambique. Obviously, if Bafana Bafana face Cameroon or Ivory Coast, they're out of the tournament. There's no stories about it. It's not even a question. Maybe if they face Mozambique. So how to improve the defense ahead of that match?
Yes. To be honest with you, from coach point of view, yeah, this is it will be very difficult to improve anything now unless you have someone else who can come to replace the other players. You see, in case of, for example, with Stolle was replaced, and then they put in Bata. So, but if there's no one better than Ngezana, or then it's too late. You can't call someone else to come in. You just have to go with what you have. Unfortunately, unless there is someone else who can come in, play better than Ngezana, then that way we just have to. Maybe that's the reason why the coach, if you look at the game against Egypt, that's why maybe he went with the 3 city midfielders, or 3. I do believe it was 1-6-2-8. So, but to try to get to be more compact and be solid in the midfield to protect the defense. I think that's another way we can solve. We protect your center, your weakness. We cover your weakness at the back. That's another way you can do it. So you don't concede a lot of goals. You're hoping to nick the goal 1-0 and then win. But I don't know if 1-0 in this Bafana team, I don't think we can win the match with 1 goal. It doesn't look like.
No, we can't. No, coach, we can't. to win a match, Bafana is very clear now. They need to score at least 2 goals or 3. Because also Ronan Williams, people have been saying is the best goalkeeper in Africa. For me, it doesn't play like the best goalkeeper in Africa. I don't believe he's the best goalkeeper in Africa. And 2, coach, then we've got Mbokazi and Ngezana.
Yes.
Since we are in Europe, we've already touched a little bit about Mbokazi that is still learning. He only made his debut for Orlando Pirates this year. How good is the Romanian league when Ngezana is playing? And how good is the team where he's playing?
Romanian league, I don't even have a clue because I don't watch because they're very low. I don't even know.
No.
And it also depends. It also depends which team is playing for. I remember the Budapest or something in the Champions League sometime, or Europa League, and see some teams like that. I don't know. Oh, he's playing in Romanian league, is he?
Yeah, he plays in the Romanian league. That just shows that our players are not at that level. Because if you have a Romanian league, as you say, coach, rightfully so, I agree with you, is not one of the highest ranked league in the world. So we've got a problem. And then if you look at Ivory Coast, they've got strikers like Nicholas Jackson, who plays for Bayern Munich. Then they will destroy Mbokazi. If we meet Ivory Coast, they will destroy Mbokazi and Ngezana, coach.
Yeah, they have powerful strikers. Let me touch on before you leave that one, on Ron Williams. You know, the way we Ron Williams, as we all know, the mistakes that happen with Mudau, actually, for me, I was surprised the mistake was coming from a wrong player, because I thought I kind of always waiting for the mistake to come from Ron Williams. In most of the match here, Ron Williams is good, he's playing well, but he always have that mistake in him that can cause a goal. So the other day I thought I was surprised. Today he was being unlucky because he was trying to clear the ball. He hit the Ngezana. No, was this Stolle? No. Was this Stolle? Who was the on goal from?
The on goal from Zimbabwe.
For
I don't remember the one.
Oh yeah.
And the first goal for South Africa, obviously.
Yeah.
It looks. Are you saying it was an on goal?
They were on our own goal. We remember Zimbabwe. Our own goal, the Zimbabwe second goal, if I'm not mistaken. Zimbabwe second goal. It was lucky because Ron Williams was trying to clear the ball, And
the
then
Modiba one, the Modiba own
Riva,
goal,
that's the
yes,
Riva
yeah,
one, yeah.
yeah,
He was very
yeah.
unlucky. But a lot of people they say this guy Ron Williams is good. Yes, he's good on his feet, but I actually realize he's got a big weakness. If he's been pressed very hard, like the way Zimbabwe second half they were pressing him, that's where um, most of his mistakes come from. If you look at all the goals conceded or mistakes from Ron Williams, yeah, it's because the team they were pressing harder. But if you don't press hard, then he's got the freedom to play at the back easily. But when the pressure is really on, yeah, he make mistakes. He makes that fumbles if you leak that. So today, I just think he was very unlucky. But the best keeper in the world, they will say the top keeper, the top 10 keeper in the world.
No,
No, no,
they're
no, no,
saying
no.
is the best. They are saying okay. What they're saying, coach, they're saying is that Ronan Williams is the best goalkeeper in Africa, and then they're saying Khuliso Mtau is the #1 right back in Africa. They are saying is #2 in the world. The only right back that is better than Khuliso Mtau is Ashraf Hakim, which is nonsense because even Ashraf Hakim failed at Real Madrid because remember he's from Real Madrid because of
Yes,
Carvajal was there. You couldn't start at Madrid. They put him on loan to Inter Milan. From Inter Milan, he went to Borussia Dortmund. From Dortmund, Real Madrid, they still sold him. His dream, even Antonio Conte did say his dream was always to come back from Madrid. But at
yes.
Madrid, he was not seen as a guy who can be a #1 right back. So it's like there's this propaganda that South Africans, if they know a player, they say is the best.
No, because I think what you see, we said this before, like we're overhyping our players. We think our players are the best in the world. I think no, I don't. The truth is they're not there. Unfortunately, we're here to tell them the truth. The truth. They are not. They are not there. There is a reason why South Africans players they are in South Africa playing football. They are not in the world in Europe in the top leagues. There's a reason why. And if they go to Europe, obviously some of them they play in the leagues that we don't even know. Do you know what I mean? League that
Yeah,
there's
like
nothing.
Pesitao, I think Pesitao is playing in Vietnam.
Yeah. So I mean, and a lot of people they will say, oh, Europe. Some guys that play in Europe, but they're bad. But where in Europe are they playing? Like where?
Yeah,
You know, they're playing
exactly. Yeah.
they're playing in a mediocre leagues in Europe. So we don't count it. They need to be playing in like you know the previous team we used to have it. The team that won the African Cup of Nations. Yeah, that have the Phil Masingas, John Bartlett, Lucas Radebe, McFish, and they were playing in a big league in England. Did you know what I mean? So there was no
Mm.
even Kellen was playing someone he take his better league. To be honest,
Even
I think they got a better league.
Shoes Michel was playing for a big team also in Tech.
Yeah,
Was
even
playing
the
was playing for Fenerbahce. Yeah, yeah.
no, that team was. If they say I mean the people who didn't see the team, yeah, they think this team now is better than, but they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. That team was much better
So
than
what
this
is
one.
it, coach? Let's go back to this game. What is it Bafana Bafana that needs
Yeah.
to do going through the last 16? Because we've already summarized that the defense was not good. Williams made mistakes, obviously. Even Modiba scored an own goal. Coach, it looks like we have a problem with the defense.
Yes, but we like I said, if a lot of people they criticize the coach, the Hugo Bruce, yeah. Let me say something about Hugo. We all agree that this team is not as good as we think. Yeah, Hugo Bruce is doing his best to get the results with this team. So when he play a little bit more inferior, superior team, if he goes defensive, try to be solid. Most people will criticize him. Why do we go? Why do you play like this? We're supposed to be attacking the team, but the reality is you cannot attack the team that is superior to you. You cannot because you will get hammered. So the only way he can keep on doing is he need to make sure that we are solid. We are very hard to beat. We are the defense and midfield. They become narrow and compact when we're defending just to make sure that we're very difficult to beat. And when we have the ball, then we can do whatever we want. But we need to stop conceding goals. But my worry is the goals that we concede. Most of them, they're gifts. It's mistake. It's just one stupid mistake. Someone just make mistake. It's either is someone making a penalty or someone is. I don't know. It's not. They don't have to work. The opposition don't have to work to get a goal against us. They don't.
No.
That's my worry.
No. I agree with you because even Egypt,
Yeah.
we just gifted them a penalty, obviously. And today Zimbabwe, one of them was rightfully so, as you say, it was an own goal.
Yes.
The second goal, Modiba scored an own goal. It's like we're easily gifting people. Okay, coach. And then, how good is this Koliso Mtaoko? Because how were you impressed with him today? What's your assessment of his game today?
I think he was good because he was playing Zimbabwe. Do you know what I mean? Zimbabwe. I mean, we need to be fair and look at the teams you're playing. Sometimes when the players they play lower ranked teams, they look very good. Do you know what I mean? South Africa today, they look the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes, they look very good. Did you not see? They look. I was thinking like maybe they're gonna hammer Zimbabwe, but I was wrong.
Yeah,
because things just changed like this. And then did you see what happened? Another thing that worries me, I need to forget this point. After we conceded the goal, yeah, the reaction after we conceded the goal, that's where it worries me. We drop our heads, and then we allow Zimbabwe to dominate. From there on, we gave Zimbabwe a big confidence after that. But the reaction, we take too long to come back and then start dictating the game. And we got lucky with the goal. The penalty, I think it was a penalty, to be honest with you. Although he was falling with his hand, but I think this hand stopped before he was looking at the ball. To be fair, today.
Yeah, it was a penalty. It was a penalty.
Today, I think it was a penalty. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So
yeah.
the midfield, if we can just make sure that we become we select a strong midfield, like the way he's saying, if we want to go forward. But if you want to play a loose game or open game like we did today against Zimbabwe, against big teams, we will get hammered. The problem with people they don't realize is
definitely will get hammered. I'm not impressed with the defense, as you said. People don't have to work hard to score against South Africa, as you said.
Yes, because a lot of people don't realize when you play that type of football, open game football, yeah, you just attack with a lot of people. You are vulnerable to counter attack, and if you look at the Zimbabwe goals, and the Zimbabwe they knew that that's going to happen. So you're actually vulnerable when you are attacking because your team is open. You remember your players they spread out to look for the ball. Yeah, you're not ready for transition. That's where the teams they come in with good counter attack, and that's exactly what Zimbabwe are doing. So if we play like we played today with the Ivory Coast or other team with a little bit quality, we won't go anyway. And if we, I'm very very concerned that, and I'm thinking about the World Cup too, like group stage. I'm very scared.
I'm very scared, coach, because what shocks me, coach, we're in the same group with Nigeria. Bafana Bafana draw with Nigeria, both matches 1-1. But Nigeria, for me, they look way better than Bafana Bafana in this tournament. What's causing that? Bafana Bafana, it looks like they're on vacation there. They don't look impressive. It looks like Hugo Breeze has forgotten how to coach. I mean, the players also, Williams, all the defense coach was not bad during the qualifiers, but now it looks like they are stranded. This is a team that has really, before the Egypt match, have not lost in more than 20 matches. But they're looking like a team that's, even Mozambique, they look so impressive. I saw Mozambique beating Gabon 3-2. They are fighting. But with Bafana Bafana, I'm yet to be convinced with how they play.
Yes. Because we're thinking about the previous the previous tournament, they were so good. So I hear some people they saying we were playing better at that time because of Sundowns were in form. Maybe they're right, but the truth is these are not the same players, and the players they're not after 4 years. After 4 years, the players are getting older. They're getting older, and then when you're old, we can't say bring back Sundowns players, remove Pirates players. That's what people I see they saying. Like if we are playing
that's a good point, coach. That's a good point. Like Zwane is older now; it's like 36 or so. So I agree with you. That's a good point. Yeah.
We can't replace Zwane with who? We can't replace Zwane with one of the guys. Now, okay, Zwane. Let's talk about Zwane. Mbuli is not Zwane. That's the first thing we need to understand. We can't replace Zwane. Zwane was something special to us, and for the team. Zwane was running the team up front. He was running really the main engine for the team up front. So at the moment, we don't have those players. Let's be honest. Zwane is not there, so the team is not clicking up front. Our goals we gift are also very soft. To be honest, let's be honest with it. The goals we got today, the Zimbabwean one with the goalkeeper, we gift.
Yeah, Divine Lunga made 2 mistakes there. The first goal and the second goal, then the third goal was a penalty. So it was like a gift.
So just gift. Foster's one year. They were the one goalkeeper.
Zimbabwe were good neighbors today. They were very good neighbors. You need to have a neighbor. That's why you must never fight your neighbor. You need neighbors like this.
Yeah, I was concerned, but a lot of people don't realize at this generation that before 2000 and maybe 2008, whatever, Zimbabwe always have a better players. Always before that, most of our strikers, top strikers in our generation, they were always coming from Zimbabwe, Zaire or Zambia. So they always produce a lot of good players. To be honest with Zimbabwe, I'm not surprised that if they can get their things right again, they will be up there. Our goals, man. I'm just the team is not playing well. To be honest, it's not playing well at all, and I'm afraid, depending who are playing next round, we might be coming home.
Okay, coach. Yeah, the next one, coach, in Group F. Well, I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Yeah, so the next fixture, coach, you are playing Group F runners-up, which could be Cameroon, Ivory Coast, or Mozambique, depending. So how do you think we'll fare in that one?
I would love to. I think we all love to play Mozambique in this one. I will not like to play Ivory Coast. We'll come home. If we play Ivory Coast, I think we will be coming home after that. That's an honest opinion I can give it to you. Because we look at them. We were looking at the statistics earlier on. In this game of the game we have. So we had we dominate possession as usual, 66 ball possession, yeah. And then Mozambique only have 34. But at one stage, when it was
Zimbabwe,
when it was 2-2, yeah, I thought actually Zimbabwe was going to win the match. When it was 2-2, it was looking like it was way open, man. Like it was anyone's game, that one, way open. So the shot. So we have a lot of shots also.
Even me, at one point in time, when it was 1-1, I thought Zimbabwe can win the game. When it was 2-2, I thought they can still win it. Yeah,
I was scared. Yeah, and even you do look at the shot on target, we have about the total shot of 16 shots. That's a lot of shots. So the shots, are they referring to the shots? No, sometimes I know that on target they said it's 9, so that's a lot of shots. But I can hardly remember most of these shots they're talking about, to be honest with you. 9 shots. Oh, Mbuli 2. I remember Mbuli 2 shots.
Yeah, bullet shots. Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember those one. But who else hit the target with the shots though?
Yeah, they were not like clear chances.
Yeah. But he tried. He tried. And another one today, to be honest, because the game was open. I don't know if you realize that. The game was open. Mbuli played a little bit better today. Maybe for the 2 reasons. Because the team was Zimbabwe. And the third reason was the game was open. He had more space in the middle of the park. So it didn't work hard to try to get in the pocket. So it was easy for him. But he played okay in that level. Because let's be honest with, it's the level they were playing in today. Some of them, they look like they were the best players in the world because of the Zimbabwe. But the truth is, when I was seeing 2-2,
we played Zimbabwe. We look like we're a better team, but the results, I mean, Bafana won with a penalty. No, I'm just saying Bafana won with a penalty. They look like they were a better team, but at the same time, the results are not really. It's not something you can be proud of, this performance.
Yes, yes. To be honest with you, I can't be because it's Zimbabwe. And remember, everyone was thinking like we're gonna destroy Zimbabwe, we're gonna destroy Zimbabwe, and then we said no. This team is not as good as you think, guys. We are not gonna destroy Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, they wanted to win this game. Zimbabwe, they really want to go to destroy us, make sure that we are staying home, and we've seen that today. They surprised me, to be honest with you. There's a lot of players, good players in Zimbabwe, especially up front. The guys they brought in, they're big guys, they're very fast, and they really put pressure on the defense. Every ball from wide areas, they're crossing the box. It looks panic station from our defense. They cannot deal with them. Mbokazi is too small for them. They're too big. The guys they brought in, just unbelievable. And I don't know how we're gonna solve the defense. Like you said, I don't have a solution for you. But what?
Okay, maybe before coach is Mkwena and is Tole protecting the defense though, because that's their role.
Yes, Tole didn't have a great game today in terms of ball distribution. I think that's why he was replaced. He was working hard as usual. But my problem with Tole is the midfielders like that. Yeah, in this generation, it doesn't have a space anymore in games. You know, if you look at for instance, I thought I never seen Bully playing 8, but I thought why can we play Debo, Mugwena and Bully? Like they can use Bully the way they use Allende as Sundowns, so that he can get easily he'll be press resistance. Even if Zimbabwe was trying to press us, if he gets the ball into his feet, he can turn easily and get out of trouble easily, and he can find those forward passes easily. So I was thinking like there is a space there that we can do that, but I don't think the coach will do that. Try that in the tournament. The coach is going to put their workhorse, which is Tole, in the middle of the pack. Maybe like me and you, he's worried about the defense. That's why he has him there. He's worried about
And then coach, lastly on the team's makeup lineup, then what's your take on Moremi, Forster, and Appollis? Sure, they all scored. I'm sure everything is there. It's fine, coach. Do you think so?
No, it's not fine. It's not fine. We don't look dangerous. We don't look dangerous enough. To be honest, we don't look dangerous enough. Moremi, Moremi look promising also. Yeah, but is that a final decision making? The decision making, I think, is not good. I was talking to you yesterday. I'm not impressed with the combination play up front. I don't see a lot of combination play up front. I see the players
so
just
do we need him for game? Most people are saying we need him for game. Do you agree?
Yes, 100%. We need him for game. That's where we were saying if we can play who's the guy who's playing number 10 today for us?
Mbule.
If we can play Bule S8 and play Mufugeng at 9, a lot of people are saying that Mufugeng can. The question is, can Mufugeng play at 10, or he can only play on the left wing? Because I actually realized all the wingers, they all play good and on the left wing. Like Appollis, like Moremi, like Mufugeng. It seems like they're all playing good on the left wing. You know, but can Mufugeng play on the as number 10 though? Did he play that before?
Yeah, it's mainly been playing as a wing, but he can play. He's that talented.
Yeah, I think he'd do better, man. I think the game is crying for. Basically, it was open game. It was crying for. We did have dominant. When you statistics don't win the match, but when you look at statistics here, we did dominate the game. That means we have a lot of ball and in the space. So if we have a player who are good with football like Mufugeng, I think it should have caused problem for Zimbabwe. If you ask me, maybe second half around 70 minutes if he brought him that time. So another thing is if they don't put him in, they destroy his confidence because he starts to think that it's not good enough.
No. Yeah, it's a strange one, coach. Maybe last question that I can ask you. Obviously, you know we might face Cameroon or Ivory Coast. How far can we play against them?
You put Mozambique aside. Okay. I
Yeah, no,
think.
I put Mozambique. I put Mozambique aside. You know why, coach? Is because I believe Mozambique are not gonna be the runners up there. Because the runners up in Group F, it's either gonna be it's between Ivory Coast and uh, Cameroon. Honestly
Oh,
speaking, we need to be honest with. Yes.
yes. So what basically what's happening is, as you know, it's very important to have that first spot to avoid this problem we're facing now. We Ivory Coast and Cameroon. I think Cameroon will be we might have a chance against Cameroon, little chance against Cameroon, but with Ivory Coast, I don't think we'll have a chance. I don't know, but people they say in football we never know. Someone can get a red card, and then suddenly we we go on and win the match. Who knows? But I don't see us.
Yeah, it can happen. Yeah,
Yeah,
anything can happen.
because
Yeah,
football is like that. We can play
yeah.
Cameroon, Ivory Coast tomorrow, and then something happen in the game, and then we win they get sent off, and then we win the match, and then we go through, or penalty shootout like Mandela Magic like last year, or the other year where Ronan Williams was a hero. But I told them that
Yeah.
even that year I was not impressed because we only went through to that semi-final because of heroic performance and luck from the penalties. But I don't know, man. I never impressed so far with the team, to be honest. Never. I'm not impressed with the team at
No,
all.
even me, coach, I won't lie to you. I've not been impressed with Bafana Bafana in this tournament at all. Before the tournament, coach, they did so much. They qualified for the World Cup, which is for the first time in 20 years. Bafana Bafana qualified for the World Cup. The last time in 2010, Bafana Bafana played in the World Cup, they were playing as a host.
Yes.
So, and they qualified as group winners in a group where there was Benin and Nigeria. I felt that Hugo Bruce is really improving the national team. But from what I'm seeing, I've not been impressed on a serious note. It's like it's becoming easier to play South Africa. Zimbabwe were unlucky because Divine Lunga made mistakes in both goals, uh, of which you don't expect such mistakes from me because he's a strong defender that plays for Mamelodi Sundowns. And then obviously the captain made a mistake with a penalty. It was a penalty. You will see that Bafana's mistake goals were mistake. They were not moment of brilliance. They were not like well taken goals. It was just mistakes from Zimbabwe. So that's where
And,
I am. I think Bafana Bafana might come
and there was
back
two
as sooner than we think.
situations where Appollis have to he get the ball, cut inside, and then he shot in the near post. Two times in that game because I don't understand that because I thought when you're coming on the near post on the left, the way you cut inside, the goalkeeper will 100% block the near post. So what the top players, what they do is they kill the ball on the far post because that's where the gap is. The space is on the far post. I thought I was going to bend the ball on the far post. He touches goal in the near post all the time. I was like, what are you doing, man? Put that ball in the far post. Like, it was like, it just
Yeah.
made me, man. It just made me because I was not free with the game. And when we were watching the game, they start showing the ministers and all that. I was like, oh no, don't show us that guy because the following day will be if we lose this Zimbabwe team, yeah. The following day, the Mackenzie will be Mama Hambe. That's the first thing he's gonna say when he arrive at the airport, because I'm kind of scared that he's gonna send all the Zimbabweans home.
Yeah,
But
that's what he's thinking about. But overall, coach, thank you so much for joining us on NXL360. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our dissection with the coach. You can find a coach. His name is Albert Moela. He's on TikTok. It's all based in Ireland. It's gonna be part of the channel going forward because we're getting all the football brains. Basically, that's how. Let me put it like that. Thank you so much, coach,
yeah,
and hopefully Bafana Bafana go all the way. We don't. I'm pessimistic on how far Bafana Bafana can go because I don't have that kind of optimism from what I've seen in this tournament. But your last words, coach, and how and also how
yeah.
far Bafana Bafana do you think they'll go?
Hopefully we can go through to the next round. We can hopefully, I mean, we can do a magic, or maybe we can play better somehow, or we can defend. But remember, if we don't concede goal, you don't lose the match. I'll leave you with that. So we don't.
Yeah, but Bafana, it looks like they need to score 3 goals to win a match now. Before, when the tournament started, they needed to score 2 goals. Now they need to score 3. No, Bafana definitely
It's a pressure
have not really
situation, isn't it?
improved. Yeah, no, it's disappointing, honestly. Yeah.
It's like we're 1 goal down before we can even start the match.
Yeah, no, it's disappointing because even I mean, there's a lot of high hopes, but the players that have been praised, the favorites, they've not really came to the party so far. Hopefully, but other teams, coach, they start so poorly in the group stages, then they rise with the tournament. Hopefully, we'll see the moment of brilliance. Let's be positive.
Yeah,
there.
get injuries. They'll get injuries. Don't worry, we will be fine. They'll get injuries and then we can capitalize.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. Please continue subscribing NXL360.
Exactly.